Hey guys, this is Tillis from Tillis Talks and thephenomenalwoman.net. My channel is all about being a phenomenal woman. How do you get to be phenomenal? Maybe you're already phenomenal and you want to grow a little bit more in your life. This channel is about consciousness. It's about positivity. It is about obtaining your heart's desire, whether that is to be CEO, to start your own business, to move up in your career. It's about how do I finagle this newfound life. Maybe you're divorced. Maybe you're a single mom. You know, that is my background. I want to talk to people who are in that lane, because when I was newly divorced, when I had the two kids to raise, my kids are grown now, I did not know how I was going to maneuver and do all of these things and also obtain the goals that I've actually set for my life. On this channel, we're going to talk about those things, but mainly we're going to focus on the mindset, because that is exactly where it all begins. In order to be phenomenal, in order to grow, in order to be unstoppable, you have got to overcome some things in your life. And I don't know about you guys, but at that time when I was going through that, I did not understand the principles that I want to share to help all of the women, all of the people achieve the things that that it took me years to do. And it doesn't have to take you years, because once you decide what it is that you want, have a burning desire to do that, you will obtain it. But I've noticed that there's a couple things that stop people from getting where they need to go. One of them is fear. And sometimes we don't even know what we want, right? Can I just be real? Because I didn't really know what I wanted. I knew that I needed to make an income. I knew that I wanted to maybe one day work in the government and all of that, but I just didn't know what it was I wanted to do. But I also didn't understand the subconscious mind. And a confused mind does nothing. So I want to share just really quickly a few things that helped me. Right. And I've been reading a lot lately, and I've been into this whole manifesting and, power of the mind, subconscious mind. I didn't know any of those things before. I was practicing those things, but based on my faith. Right. But I didn't understand them. I didn't understand all the way what those things meant. Or I would have definitely, Lord knows, taught my children those things. They know some, like I believed in vision boards and creating a vision, all that, but I didn't know why. I'm hoping on this channel I can share with the ladies why we need to do these things and why we need to teach these things to our children, because we are, even though the husbands, if you're married or if you have a significant other or spouse, then, someone else may be the leader in your household. And that's how I was raised, right? The man is the head. And he was the head. And even though I was the helper, he was the head. That was detrimental to me when that marriage ended, okay? And so, but I did not teach my kids fully the things that I know now. Now I'm trying to teach them, and they're in their 20s and their early 30s, and they ain't trying to hear me, right? Although I know they're paying attention, they're not trying to hear all of what I'm trying to help. So if you're a younger lady in your life and you found my channel and you're single, or maybe you have kids and you're not married, then definitely you're my people, okay? Because that was me, but I didn't have anybody teaching me this. If you're like me and you're 40 plus and your kids are adults or just about, adults, then you definitely want to listen up, because what the subconscious mind does is it picks up what we're putting out. And one of the ways that we can move up in our careers, start our businesses, train our children, is to have a purpose. And I used to hear people say that, but I didn't know what that means. A definite purpose. What do you mean? A desire. Yeah, desire to make some income, desire to get some food in this house, desire to pay these bills. But I didn't understand all of the principles behind it. On this channel, we're going to dive into that, and we're going to talk about that. And so the first thing that I want to talk about is stop the negativity. Learn to forgive. Forgive him. Forgive whoever hurt you. and let it go. Okay? And one of the ways that we self-sabotage ourselves is fear. The marriage didn't work out, or the relationship didn't work out, so now we don't want to talk to anyone. Fear. We started this job and worked at this company, and then someone mistreated us, and now we're unsure about the next company or the next job. Fear. We're unsure about the next relationship. We're unsure about trusting people. We're unsure if we can buy that house because someone said our credit was this or that, or we didn't have enough credit or whatever. Fear. So we have to overcome fear. And how do you fight fear? With faith, unmeasurable faith, believing beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can have anything that you want in this life if you just believe it. And even though I was practicing those things, making the vision boards, saying my affirmations, I didn't understand how important it was to continue that. And so I would start, stop, right? And now I understand that I have to get that down in my mind and get the feeling of success, and then therefore I will be successful. Now, God blessed me. I was blessed because I ended up going back to school, getting a degree, getting a master's degree, ended up getting a better job and a better job. One thing about me, I'm never afraid to jump ship and try this and try that. Even if I fail, let me try, right? I did that. And it cost me because I lost a lot, going from a house to an apartment, repossessed cars, marriage broke up, all of that. But I kept going. Mainly because I had those kids and I needed to feed my kids. So I kept going. And I've lost jobs, been fired, been downsized. I've had it all, ladies, just like you guys. But I was not afraid to take the next step. And while some of my friends stayed on their jobs, and they've been on their jobs 20, 25 years, and they didn't jump ship. And everybody looked at me like I was crazy for jumping ship. But I did it. I didn't know any better. I'm just like, oh, this looks good. Let me jump over here. But what that ended up doing for me is I gained skills and knowledge that I wouldn't have otherwise gotten. And I ended up going from broke and broken to being a top person in my agency. First African-American to hold this position and earning over 6 figures. And I don't say that to impress you. I just say to impress upon you that you cannot let fear and what has happened in your past stop you from going for what you should go for. And it may look crazy to everybody else, and that's okay. That's okay. They didn't believe in your dream. God didn't say it to them. They said it to you. He said it to you. So they don't have to believe. You have to believe. And then you have to be willing to go for it. Don't be afraid. Fear of failure and fear, period, is what stops 90% of the time. So I'm reading At Your Command by Neville Goddard. And in this book, he says that we have to embody the self-conscious mind and say, I am. I am great. I am good. All things come to me. My goals and dreams are coming into reality. It's not about the how. And he says in this, and I'll leave you with this. He says, life does not care whether you call yourself rich or poor, strong or weak. It will internally reward you with that which you claim to be true for yourself. It's going to reward you for what you claim to be true. Tonight, I thank you for chiming in. Let me know what else topics you want to talk about and hear. But just know I've been there, and you can get over the hump. Just believe.